Your board examination is to start in a few days' time. The one thing which you need to understand, this is your external examination. This is not internal examination. This examination is not being held by Reverdale Public School. No. This is being held by CISCE. You understood? So, otherwise, whichever examination is held, that is held by Reverdale Public School. But when we say this is board examination, the Reverdale Public School is providing the venue for the examination. Apart from that, everything is being monitored by CISCE. Everything is being controlled by CISCE. Okay? Whatever action is taken in case some kind of malpractice is there, whatever malpractice is there, that action will not be taken by Reverdale Public School. That action will be taken by CISCE. Okay? So it is therefore very important that when action is taken at that time, you should not be having any excuse if we were not aware of this. Because this hard copy has been given to each one of you. Has it been given or not? Okay? Now in this hard copy, whatever guidelines are there, those are not the guidelines of Reverdale Public School. Those are the guidelines of CISCE. You understand? So, suppose you are asked some question and then you say, sorry, we were not aware of that. You cannot say we are not aware. If paper has been given, what for it has been given? It has been given, you are to peruse it. Peruse it means you have to study it very minutely. You have to understand everything. Right? It is for this purpose that we are meeting here today. Because usually when such long list of guidelines is given to the students, students usually don't read. Therefore, this job is being done by the school, so that our students may be absolutely updated about all the guidelines. Okay? First point is, you are to come in proper uniform. That is your dress code. Right? You have to come in proper uniform. Next thing which I would like to bring to your notice, you will be monitored by invigilator. You will be monitored by assistant supervising examiner. You will be monitored by supervising examiner. You will be monitored by inspector, who will be visiting the school on any day. There is no certainty. Okay? Then you will be observed by an observer. So number of people will be observing. Right? Suppose your invigilator does not take notice of your uniform. Supervising examiner does not take notice of your uniform. Inspector comes and inspector says, this boy is wearing this dress and this boy is wearing different dress. Why? And then he makes you stand. And the question which you remember, you forget. He may not take any action against you, but even if he makes you stand, the question which you remember, there is a possibility you may forget that. You may become unduly anxious. Therefore, be careful. Don't give any such chance to anyone. Nobody is there to disturb you. But if somebody asks you a question, we cannot stop. Because this is a valid question. Are you the student of this school or are you the student of some other school? Why are you not wearing this kind of uniform? Nobody can ask. So, don't give any such chance to anyone. Okay? Next thing, items which are permitted inside the examination hall. Which are permitted. Number one, admission card. Number two, stationery items like pen, You may use blue pen or black pen for writing. Means pen having black ink or pen having blue ink can be used. Okay. Then pencils, scale, eraser, sharpener, colored pencils, drawing instruments and art material, and whatever stationery items you are carrying that you are not to carry in routine pencil box, that you are to carry in a transparent pouch, right? It should not be an opaque pencil box. It should be transparent pouch. Don't forget. Okay? Items you are not permitted to carry. Now you see, it is mentioned. Later on, suppose something is found, no sir, I was not aware of this. You can't say this. Right? Any textbook. Sir, today it is physics paper, sir, this is chemistry textbook. ये नहीं दिखाएगा. Any textbook. Right? You cannot carry. Photocopy of any textual material. कोई photocopy नहीं. So ये तो पेपर में नहीं है. Okay? Nobody will listen to anything. They don't have this much of time. Chits or slips of papers. Any slip, any chit, any bit of paper. Then memorandum. Memorandum means sheet. You're carrying some kind of sheet or pocket book or notes, not permitted. Okay, next. Smart watches, mobile phones, earphones, wireless devices, cameras, any other electronic device that can be used for communication or for accessing internet, not permitted. Okay. Wallet. Wallet means purse. Okay, it is written here. You may not have any difficulty, I am explaining. Purse. Not even currency notes. 10 rupees note, 5 rupee note, 20 rupee note, 100 rupee note. No note should be there in your pocket. Okay? No handbags are permitted. Any sharp object or instrument which may be used as a weapon, not permitted. Be seated in the examination hall 30 minutes before the time fixed for the start of examination in subject is essential. Next point which is written, you must pay attention to that. Absolute punctuality is essential. Absolute punctuality is essential. 5 minutes late हुए जी? No. Absolute punctuality is essential. You're not allowed, yes. It's not this, sir, I've done my paper. Even if you've done your paper, as long as the final bell does not go, you're not supposed to hand over your sheet to the examiner. Okay? It is not to be handed over to the invigilator. So, be seated. You're not allowed to leave the examination hall before the conclusion of the paper. Sir, I'm in a hurry. Sir, my parents are waiting. I have to go. No, you're not permitted. All sheets will be collected. They will be sorted. They will be packed. Then you will be permitted. If paper gets over at 5 o'clock, it will take 10 to 15 minutes more. Okay? Then you will be permitted to leave the examination hall. If an examination paper for which you are not registered is handed to you, please be mindful, be alert. I give you some question paper. You have your physics paper today, and this is some other paper, right? And you start reading, you start attempting. Okay? Don't do this. You need to be fully aware of what paper has been given to you. बाद में सर ये तो मुझे आता नहीं, ये कौन सा पेपर आ गया, आपने पढ़ा ही नहीं कि आप you have your physics paper and this is some other paper which has been given to you. Okay, this is not the paper of 2026, this is the paper of 2024 that has been given to you. So be absolutely clear. You should not say it was this paper which was given. Whichever paper is given, please read that. That is why you will be given 15 extra minutes. Before the paper starts, you will be given 15 extra minutes only for paper reading. Before you read the paper, you need to identify the paper. Is it the right paper? Before you read the paper, what is to be done? You need to identify the paper. And what is to be identified? What is to be identified? Is it the right paper? Is it my today's paper? Is it this year's paper? Right? This clarity you must have. This kind of mistake may happen. Right? In addition to, if suppose wrong paper is there, stand, hold your paper, sir, this is not my paper. Right? So that is to be returned. Next is, in addition to the time allotted to you, 15 minutes time is given for reading question paper. And you must not write during reading time. Okay? The question paper, rather the answer script that will be given to you, it will be sealed. Right? That seal you are to break when 15 minutes time is over. Right? So those 15 minutes are meant exclusively for paper reading. उसमें आप लिखना शुरू नहीं कर सकते. मान लो आप करते हैं, इंस्पेक्टर आ जाते हैं, वो देखते हैं ये क्या कर रहे हो भैया. 3 hours time has been given. You are taking 3 hours 10 minutes. How could you give more time to yourself? Right? So please be careful. Next is, yes, you must not write on the question paper or on the admission card. Admission card means admit card. Admit card which will be given to you and question paper that will be given to you. You are not supposed to write anything on that. उसके ऊपर आपको कुछ नहीं लिखना है. ना तो क्वेश्चन पेपर के ऊपर कुछ लिखना है, ना ही आपके एडमिट कार्ड के ऊपर लिखना है. आप लिखते हैं, उसको कोई देखता है, आपसे सवाल पूछता है, आप हंस के दिखा देते हैं, it will not work. And unnecessarily it will be causing disturbance and there will be disruption in your paper. पेपर में खाम खा की रुकावट और कोई एक्शन लेना चाहे तो ले सकते हैं. Right? Because it is written here, it is not permitted. And your admit card will be seen every day by the invigilator and by the supervising examiner. Today you mark something on that. Okay? So today suppose it is not seen, next day it will be seen. Right? And don't leave admit card at home. It will not be reissued. Only one admit card will be given to you. Second admit card will not be given to you. On the first page of the question paper, whatever guidelines are written, please read those guidelines very carefully. Guidelines written on the first page of the question paper. उसको अच्छी तरह से पढ़ना बहुत लाजमी है. उसमें आपको ये भी देखना है नंबर ऑफ प्रिंटेड पेजेस क्या है. जैसे ये शीट है, मैंने ये क्वेश्चन पेपर खोला, ऐसे देखा, राइट, और मैंने लास्ट में देखा ही, मैंने इतना ही अटेम्प्ट किया और मुझे लगा कि मैंने सारा क्वेश्चन पेपर अटेम्प्ट किया. तो वहाँ पर अगर लिखा है 8 पेजेस, तो आपको 8 पेजेस क्वेश्चन पेपर के देखने चाहिए. दिस इज ऑल्सो पॉसिबल. क्या होता है, 1 2 3 4 5 जो है वो आधा है. अब आपको लगेगा क्वेश्चन पेपर तो यहाँ खत्म हो गया, जबकि 6 7 8 भी है. तो हमें लगा कि ये 5 के ऊपर तो क्वेश्चन पेपर आधा है, तो हम अपनी बेहोशी में हैं. Due to that absent-mindedness, okay, we feel yes, question paper is over. No, question paper is not over. If outside it is written 8 pages, see all the 8 pages. Outside nothing is written, then also you must see all the pages. Right? This is something very important. Otherwise, even if you are knowing the answer, you have not attempted the question, 0 mark will be given. जो आपने अटेम्प्ट ही नहीं किया उसके लिए तो 0 ही मिलेगा. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस दैट शुड बी अटेम्प्टेड. आप गाइडलाइंस पढ़ें, उसमें लिखा होता है सेक्शन 1 में इतने क्वेश्चन करने हैं, सेक्शन 2 में इतने करने हैं, सेक्शन 3 में इतने करने हैं. राइट? आपने फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन पढ़ लिया, उसमें लिखा है अटेम्प्ट 6 क्वेश्चन. अब आगे लिखा है सेक्शन 1 में इतने, सेक्शन 2 में इतने, सेक्शन 3 में इतने. वो आपने पढ़ाई. तो आपने सेक्शन 1 में से 4 कर लिए, सेक्शन 2 में से 2 कर लिए, थर्ड सेक्शन में कुछ किया ही नहीं. इस प्रकार की सीधी मिस्टेक बिल्कुल ना करना. तो क्वेश्चन पेपर में गाइडलाइंस जरूर पढ़ें. क्लास में कुछ भी गाइडलाइंस दी गई हो, प्लीज इस चीज को भी ध्यान में रखें. क्लास में, बुक में कुछ भी गाइडलाइंस दी गई हैं कि आपके क्वेश्चन पेपर का ये फॉर्मेट होगा, राइट? वहां क्वेश्चन पेपर में 1% चांस है कि वो फॉर्मेट बदल गए. तो आपको जो क्वेश्चन पेपर में गाइडलाइंस दिखी है उसके मुताबिक पेपर करना है. ये नहीं कि टीचर ने ये बताया था, सर मैम ने तो ये कहा था, हम उसी हिसाब से कर रहे हैं. नो, बिग नो. क्वेश्चन पेपर पढ़ो, उसमें जो डायरेक्शंस दी हैं उनको अंडरस्टैंड करो, उसके मुताबिक अपना क्वेश्चन जो है वो आपने पेपर जो है अटेम्प्ट करना है. ठीक है? नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज, समटाइम्स व्हाट हैपेंस, फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज देयर. तो हमने देखा कि जो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन है ये तो बहुत अच्छी तरह से आता है, एंड यू स्पेंड अनड्यूली लॉन्ग टाइम ऑन द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन. टोटल टाइम विल बी सेम. आउट ऑफ टोटल टाइम आपने बहुत ज़्यादा समय फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन के ऊपर ही लगा दिया या सेकंड क्वेश्चन के ऊपर ही लगा दिया. दिस विल बी फुलिशनेस वंस अगेन. इट इज ऑल्सो मेंशन्ड. डोंट कमिट सच मिस्टेक. सो टाइम फैक्टर you should also always keep in your mind. Your center is this or your center is library. Okay? This kind of wall clock will always be there. You should always look at the watch, okay, and you should manage your time that you have to spend on each question that is there in the question paper. इस चीज का ध्यान रखना. You are advised to answer only that number of questions as mentioned in the question paper. Sir, हम तो 6 क्वेश्चन करके हैं, 5 कहा था, हम 6 करके हैं. क्या लिखा है? You are advised to answer only that number of questions as mentioned in the question paper. ये मिसकंसेप्शन है कि सर मेरा फिर गलत भी हो जाएगा तो 6 मैंने किया हुआ वो उसमें से नंबर दे देंगे. They will see first 5, right? They will not see the 6. अब on the first sheet, on the first page of your answer sheet, what you have to write, please make a note of that. Your unique ID, your unique ID number, that you have to write. Index number, that you have to write. Subject on the top of the main answer booklet. There will be space. In that space, you have to write subject, index number, and your unique identification number. This information should also be written on the front sheet, whichever continuation sheet is given to you. There also this information is to be mentioned. You take some map, or you take anything. The map is there, graph is there. Science students will be taking graph. You take some graph paper. There also all these details are to be mentioned. Right? Continuation sheet also. There also you have to write your UID number, your index number, your subject, and graph also, map also, continuation sheet also. All these details are to be mentioned. Next is, all entries on the booklet should be made in black or blue ink. Whatever you are writing in your answer booklet, which ink is to be used? Black or blue. On the top sheet of the main answer booklet, you are required to place your signature in the space provided for the purpose. See, on the main sheet, there will be one slot, okay, for your signature. There you have to do your signature in that slot only, not at any other point of the main sheet. Sir, I did not do it in the top, I did it on the left, I did it on the right. This is not the invigilator's duty to guide you about that. We are guiding you, it is written here, okay, so as per these guidelines you are to work. टॉप शीट के ऊपर कहीं पर फालतू में कुछ स्क्रिबल नहीं करना, ऐसे ही हम पेन चलाते रहते हैं. वी आर नॉट टू डू दैट. नेक्स्ट इज राइट ऑन बोथ साइड्स ऑफ ईच शीट. सी sometimes what happens, rubrics means there in the question paper, the question which is written, it is mentioned that write your answer only on the left side of the sheet and not on the right side of the sheet. Sometimes means once in a year, once in 10 years, this kind of guideline may be given. Usually it is not given. So usually what you have to do, you have to write on every page. You are not to leave any page blank until unless guidelines are given. अब देखिए, I am an examiner and I am doing your evaluation. मैंने देखा ये खाली है, मैं देखते हैं ये written here. I will say yes, paper is over. You cannot raise objection to this because it is written here in the guidelines. You are not to leave any page blank, right? ओके, अगर मान लो कहीं लिखा है कि आपने इधर कुछ कलर भरना है, ओके, उसके सामने वाला पेज आपको खाली छोड़ना है, then it is to be left. Because if suppose some coloring is done here and then you put your sheets like this, so this color may spoil this page as well as the next page. ओके, तो ये अगर कहीं लिखा है तो नहीं, मतलब फिर आप खाली छोड़ सकते हैं, अदरवाइज यू आर नॉट परमिटेड टू लीव एनी पेज ब्लैंक. ओके, यस. Write the number of questions clearly in the left hand margin at the beginning of each answer. You start your answer. Before you start your answer, in the left margin, you have to mention the question number, complete question number that is given in the question paper. You are not to write the question. Question नहीं लिखना है. Okay, don't waste time in writing question, but you have to write the question number that is given in the question paper. Okay, उसको वहाँ लिखकर उसके सामने आपको अपना आंसर लिखना शुरू करना है. Next point is the number of questions on the left margin and do not copy the question. Question को दोबारा से लिखने की जरूरत नहीं. जो क्वेश्चन पेपर में नंबर दिया सेम वही आपको लिखना है. Leave a line after the answer to each question. When one question has been answered, you have to start the next question. Leave one line. Not this पूरा half page हो. Okay, you have finished one answer, you have to start the next answer. Okay, leave one line. Okay, see, very important point. Next point, write in neat and legible handwriting. Write in neat and legible handwriting. अब एग्जामिनेशन गाइडलाइंस में लिखा है, अब आप वहाँ नीट नहीं लिखते हो. आप कहते हो आई हैव अटेम्प्टेड एवरी क्वेश्चन वेरी वेल सर, आई विल बी गेटिंग मोर देन 90 फॉर श्योर, एंड देन यू गेट 60 and then you are crying, you put a long face, then you say this board is not good, or some kind of partiality has been done, or people have not taken care while doing the evaluation. भाई लिखा है, write in neat and legible handwriting. आपकी राइटिंग साफ होनी चाहिए, अच्छी होनी चाहिए, देन मार्क्स विल बी गिवन. कहीं नहीं लिखा कि राइटिंग के 5 नंबर होंगे. मुझे समझ ही कुछ नहीं आ रहा तो मैं 5 के 50 भी काट सकता हूँ. when I can't understand what you have written. So you may use black and blue pen for writing your answer. Pencils are to be used for diagrams. Pencils are to be used for diagrams. Bring mathematical and drawing instruments and color pencils only for subjects for which they will be needed. तो कहीं पर मैथमेटिकल ड्राइंग इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स चाहिए तब लेकर आए जब जहाँ पर उसकी ज़रूरत है, अदरवाइज उसकी ज़रूरत नहीं। नेक्स्ट पॉइंट वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, इसके कारण 2 या 3 साल पहले हमारे साइंस के बच्चों का बहुत नुकसान हुआ था। प्लीज़ बी वेरी केयरफुल। यू आर परमिटेड टू यूज़ Casio FX82MS scientific calculator. All of it. Yes, Casio, CASIO, FX82MS scientific calculator. Right? This you are permitted to use. Calculators of other makes with same functions. किसी और कंपनी का कैलकुलेटर जिसमें यही functions हो, permitted. Calculator with only basic functions, permitted. Use of any calculator with features for retrieval of information during examination is not permitted. Means any such calculator in which internet is there, in which you can get some kind of information, okay, that is not permitted. Right? Okay? So this calculator you can carry. The continuation booklets will be issued on request, very important point, only after you have completed writing on all pages of the main booklet. Whichever main booklet has been given to you, when you complete, when you finish, or when you use every page, then only new booklet can be given to you. Not this half sheet has been filled up, I get it, not like this. Do all working, including rough work, on the same sheet as the rest of the answer. You are not supposed to do the rough work on your question paper. The sheet which has been given to you, on the same sheet you have to use your rough work. Right? Rough work उसी पे होना चाहिए और एग्जामिनर को दिखना चाहिए कि yes you have done rough work. Right? Wherever calculations are needed, those calculations should be done in rough work. Okay, and that should be visible to the examiner. Otherwise, examiner may have doubt. You have copied it from someone. Right? So whichever calculation is needed, that should be done in rough work. Next point. When time allotted for writing the examination has concluded, arrange your answer script in sequence. This is your main sheet. This is your continuation sheet first. This is your continuation sheet second. Okay? In proper sequence. Not this continuation sheet second comes first and continuation sheet first comes later. Right? In proper sequence, it is to be fastened. Proper sequence. The first page at the top, see that the main answer booklet, continuation sheet, graphs, maps have your correct unique ID, index number, subject written on them. Okay? Attach all continuation booklets issued, whether used or unused. See, this is also very important. Paper is getting over, 5 minutes are left. Okay, you say, sir, I need one sheet. And you get a sheet. Later on, you don't get time to write anything in that sheet. But it has been issued to you. You understand? The examiner, his record says, you have been issued 2 continuation sheets. But I am your examiner when I am doing your evaluation, I find only 1 sheet is there. I will have doubts. Okay? I will report the matter to the committee. Committee will take action against you. Where is the second sheet? So, used or unused, it should be fastened. You understand? Used, then also it should be fastened. Unused, then also it should be fastened. Okay? Don't forget. One more point, very important. Absolutely not permitted. When you are handing over your answer script, it should be handed over like this. Don't fold. It is not to be folded. It should remain like this. Right? Please be very careful about this. Next is use of unfair means. देखिए, अगर आपने पेपर दे दिया, no action has been taken against you, you are enjoying yourself, and then result day comes, your result is not there. Now you are worried, what has happened? तो आपने अगर अपने लिखने में कोई इस प्रकार की गलतियां कर रखी हैं जिसमें दिखता है कि आपने कॉपिंग की है, ठीक? तो बाद में भी एक्शन अवॉर्डिंग कमेटी ले सकती है. You are found giving something, taking something, or trying to give something, trying to take something. इसमें लिखा है attempting to give. Attempting to give का मतलब क्या है कि कोशिश कर रहे हैं. तो मैं उसको सिंपल इंग्लिश में यूज कर रहा हूँ. Trying to give, trying to take. Okay, that means now the examination team, invigilation team will be taking action against you. किसी भी तरह की dishonesty, okay, so that will be putting you in the point of danger. So don't do any such things. One more thing. Sometimes what happens, we bring mobile phone. Okay. One is your paper will be cancelled, your result will be cancelled. Mobile phone that you have brought, or any such electronic device which is not permitted, you have brought to the examination hall, it will be confiscated. Confiscated means it will be taken from you. When the paper is over, it will not be returned to you. It will be sent to council as evidence. It is written here. Suppose any such thing is brought to the school, okay, and you are bringing it to the examination room, okay, if it is caught, it will be taken from you, it will not be returned to you. It is written here. Then your parents come to us, we have got nothing to do with that. Right? We cannot make any request to anyone. It will be sent to council. And council does not meet parents. Please be very careful about this also. Candidates found in bringing answer sheets, taking out or attempting to take out answer sheets, bringing in using electronic devices such as smartwatches, mobile, earphone, wireless devices, cameras, other electronic devices that can be used for accessing internet or communication, or you bring some textbook, ये पहले बताए जा चुके हैं सारे points. Okay? तो substituting answer scripts or getting answer scripts replaced during or after the examination with or without the help of any person, मतलब ऐसी कोई गलती हमें करनी ही नहीं है, सोचना भी नहीं है. ये चीज़ें पहले भी बता चुका हूँ. कोई भी बुक, कोई भी शीट, कोई भी बुक, पॉकेट बुक, नोट्स, पेपर, कैलकुलेटर, मोबाइल फोन्स, वायरलेस डिवाइसेस, आपके पास केवल आपका क्वेश्चन पेपर जो आपको काउंसिल ने इशू किया वही होना चाहिए, उसके अलावा कुछ नहीं होना चाहिए. Candidates using slide rules as permitted by the regulations must see that any information, formula or data shown on them is securely covered. They must also return any incorrect question paper to the chief examiner immediately. कोई incorrect paper आपके पास आ जाता है तो आपको return करना है. You are not permitted to have in your possession any weapon, object, instrument. एक और चीज़ इसमें लिखी है वो है impersonation. आपकी जगह कोई और आ जाता है, okay? तो पुलिस एक्शन होगा. पेपर जो कैंसिल होना है, रिजल्ट जो कैंसिल होना वो होगा, उसके अलावा पुलिस एक्शन होगा. ओके? और इस प्रकार की कोई भी डिसऑनेस्टी का एक्ट करने पर यू विल बी परमानेंटली डिबार्ड, debarred from appearing in council papers. Lifelong. आप कभी काउंसिल का पेपर नहीं दे सकते इफ यू आर फाउंड इन्वॉल्व इन एनी एक्ट ऑफ डिसऑनेस्टी. Okay? So permanently you will be debarred from appearing in any council's examination. So we are not even to think of that. Don't misguide each other. Don't mislead each other. मैं तो ऐसे कर लूँगा, तुम भी ऐसे कर लेना, मैं ऐसे कर लूँगा, मैं वैसे ही कर लूँगा. Don't do this. Only one weapon you have with you, that is the weapon of hard work. Right? So please make optimum use of that. उसका मैक्सिमम इस्तेमाल करें. Right? और किसी तरह से एक दूसरे को मिसलीड मत करें. ये देखिए, it is mentioned here that a person who commits an offence under these regulations but is not a candidate shall be dealt with as the chief executive and secretary of CICE may hand over the case to the police. Today, we are not to talk about this, we are not to think about this, we have to talk about honesty, we have to think about honesty, we have to work honestly, and we have to work extremely hard, right? And we are to prove that yes, we are ready, we are thoroughly prepared for this examination, we are welcoming the examination, we are not scared of it, right? So all the best to all of you, right? Thank you.